without further ado, I think
we could always use some further ado.
I'm not gonna do ad break.
Unless we've got some sponsors out there.
Yeah.
This is brought to you by G Fuel. That's me shaking
Dude
my
out
G
there.
Fuel right in front of the
G Fuel. We're gonna do
microphone. I hope that picks up something.
a 10 paces piss cactus flavor.
I'll let them know as soon as I can.
Much obliged.
So you might want to share as much as you can because of not the template, because I can do cool rotation things like that.
It's true.
I do. All right. Let's play the game.
Yeah. All right. Now, we should we may have to amend times a little bit because
We'll do a lightning round.
You're sleepy.
Sounds good. I'm a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday work-a-day chump.
All right. So, what times would you like?
I want to do a 20-20-40.
If that sounds good to you, Logan.
That sounds awesome.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Real quick.
Yeah.
All right.
Real quick, what?
Let's go.
Okay, and we're still on Reaper. Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Reaper
of a strange mythos.
I do like skeletons, but the cool thing about... I don't know anybody... Are there any mythos that worship things with exoskeletons? Because I'm just going to make a bug husk.
Ooh, that's neat.
And
I think,
get stuff. Oh yeah, we've been talking about millipedes all day.
Nazca of the Wind?
I'm sure there's something in, like, StarCraft.
They probably have a mythos.
StarCraft has bugs. Or, there's definitely a bug people in, like, Warhammer. But I don't know if...
Oh yeah, you know what? I wasn't thinking about fantasy mythos. Okay, that's way cooler. Okay.
Or,
Oh man.
Hollow Knight. I don't think they have a death character.
Well, I mean, not a death themselves.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of a penultimate for that whole game.
That's true. The whole game's kind of about the world dying. Or actually the world having died. My bad. It already happened, and you just piece it together. It's a really cool game. Really excited for Silksong.
Still excited after
Yep.
after all this time.
After all this time. If they do a trailer and they're just like, kept you waiting, huh? And said, well, we're gonna keep you waiting, I will be upset and keep waiting.
Except you'll be upset, but hype nonetheless.
Yeah. My roommate and I just finished their first watch and my rewatch of Hunter x Hunter.
No.
They really
What, Logan, you Hunter hunting at all?
You know, I tried a good read of it. When it comes to shonen in any variety, I always am going to be a bigger proponent to read it rather than watch it because I have time. I don't have time is a resource I lack in certain aspects of my life. And I can, you can read Naruto in a week, or you can spend, 5 months watching it.
Exactly. And shonen's always so poorly paced in the anime.
Exactly. I mean, like, Bleach is a perfect example of that. But for Hunter x Hunter, I got past the initial Hunter license exams or whatever they do.
Yeah, you're right.
I have opened up the entire. I've opened up the book and read. This is what this story is about, and this is what's gonna happen. I'm like, okay, cool, and then I closed it.
I read all of it to the. Sorry, go ahead.
It's on my read list eventually.
Yeah, it's a really neat read because it takes it doesn't fall into a lot of the shonen tropes, so it's not like, oh, everything's got to be a fight, and it's got to be a fight one-on-one to kind of prove our skills. Like, where the anime left off, the arc right after it, it just has so many moving parts. And I thought it was really cool. It was a really fun read, and then it may never finish.
Yeah, that's the rub of it. The author is very physically ill, like chronically physically ill. So you never know if it's gonna finish or not.
Given the lifestyle that your modern mangaka maintains, that unfortunately doesn't surprise me at all, and I don't like saying that.
Yeah, if you know the mangaka Togashi, that's who we're talking about.
Yu Hakusho, Hunter x Hunter.
What else? But those are the two main.
They had another one. Another big one, I think.
Married to the Sailor Moon creator.
I mean, I survived off of konbini food for about 3 weeks, and that was enough for my digestive system to absolutely hate me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's different than Quick Trip.
A lot of salt, a lot of heavy smoking for a lot of mangakas. And so, more recently, Toriyama was 68?
I think so.
But 68's pretty darn old. I'd be happy to see that length in my life.
Especially, like you said, over the culture is very drinking and smoking centered, or at least used to be, with workflow and all that.
The smoking culture was not what I expected it
really
to be like in Japan when I went, and that was something I was, personally looking forward to as an avid smoker. But when I say avid smoker, I mean really I'm about a pack a week kind of guy.
Hey, I don't judge.
Joyous occasion.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a lot less smoking than you expected?
The smoking was very, very limited to
certain places.
Certain areas. You were almost kind of just pushed back into whatever alley you could fit in.
Huh.
And I don't know if it was actually a Japanese native or if it was another tourist, but there was someone who I think kind of attempted to publicly shame me while I was smoking in a place that maybe I should not have been smoking. But I was walking down to get to a konbini in the morning, and I just heard someone behind me say, "Oh, grossu." And I just immediately thought they were talking about me, so I ran away.
Just immediately gotta get out.
Literally disappearing in a cloud of smoke.
But on Shinkansen trains, there was always a smoking room, and and then everyone in Japan had switched to, and I don't think they're a very new thing, but there's these no burn cigarettes that they smoke in Japan, where it's almost like a vaporizing device that incinerates the cigarette electronically. And gives it a quote-unquote clean burn that everybody's kind of transferred over to.
Never heard of that.
I wanted to buy one, but the cigarettes themselves are proprietary. You have to buy a certain brand of cigarette to use it in the machine, and I didn't feel like spending that money after I'd ran out of them.
Hmm. I mean, that sounds ideal to me, because I do vape, but I don't like a lot of the saccharine sweet flavors of a vape. And so I love that raw tobacco flavor, and obviously the nicotine, because my brain do like it so much.
That stuff's
But
good.
yeah, I don't like smoke cigarettes because I have very long hair, and I don't like the way it sticks to my hair.
Fair enough. So my bug guy so far, can I talk about him?
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
So my bug, my Reaper is a bug catching Reaper, and it's the mythos as if we zoomed into a bug's life, and they have to worry about their own merchant of death. But this is basically he runs around with a gigantic bug net, and then he captures people in his glass stomachs as if they were bug viewing cages. And he's got different layers.
Fun.
This is I like this guy.
It's kind of a more feared Reaper. It's not like the one that's going to hold your hand when the time has come.
He's gonna put you on display and eventually suffocate you, like most children who catch bugs do.
I love that idea that, like, it's kind of a deification of that asshole child mistreating bugs.
That was me as a child. I mean,
Oh, same. Like,
had
if you aren't taught empathy for all living things, even so, it's kind of a hard concept to grasp. Because, like, come cicada season, I learned from my older brother, my older cousins, and we were vicious.
especially, I mean, like, here in the Midwest, we've got a 13-year and a 17-year brood that are actually going to start emerging based off their migration patterns. So we're going to have a metric boatload of cicadas coming here in the next few months, summer. And bugs are okay to kill in they're pests, and there's so gosh darn many of them. I mean, we don't hire exterminators to relocate cockroaches. We hire exterminators to absolutely kill them and vaporize them.
It doesn't make sense to relocate a species that's populating faster than you can move them.
I don't know. I like the idea of catch and release cockroaches.
German cockroaches, maybe. Your typical American cockroach. Golly, I have flashbacks of one. In middle of the night, just felt it crawling up my neck while I was trying to sleep, and when I actually felt how big it was in my hand as I flung it off, I turned on the lights and I slept on the couch for the rest of the night.
Fair.
Oh yeah, that'll keep you right up.
Surprised you slept.
Couch was fine.
Yeah.
It's a different room. Door was closed, and eventually went in there. And I actually did successfully kill it when I threw it, I guess, because I found it later on the ground the next morning. I was like, oh, cool. I probably would not have slept still, but I could have slept.
I feel like where there's one, there's more.
No, don't say that.
I'm sorry. I've got more bad news. You've got about 8 minutes remaining.
Oh, that's okay. I don't know how expected, how complete is this drawing expected to be?
It's done as you want it.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna put his lower stomach as a beautiful light bulb.
Especially, that sounds cool. Especially with the even smaller time frames than normal.
That's okay.
No worries.
That's my cross to bear for taking so much time with my technical difficulties.
That's your gift to Travis.
You're welcome, guys.
I just got to hang out.
Thank you. Thank you for not telling Travis that we planned it.
Honestly, having somebody else here drawing is blessing enough.
Oh, so I'm needed. Okay, that's something you shouldn't tell me. If that's gonna make me feel extra nice,
Dude.
feeling wanted and needed.
Get a big head.
That's gonna get to my head. Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna hear those headphones pop right off as the head swells.
No, this is nice. Just drawing for the sake of I got something to draw. It's kind of like doing almost tattoo work to a degree, except for, I have. Well, in a walk-in scenario, you have to do something on the spot, but normally, nowadays, people don't really expect a lot of creativity in what they ask for.
No, they want something they've already seen.
Exactly.
Yeah, so how's the day-to-day as a tattoo artist?
The day-to-day?
Yeah.
It's a lot of... Honestly, there's an ideal day-to-day, and there's a not so ideal day-to-day. I'll go through both of them because they're vastly different. Because in your ideal day-to-day, you wake up, do your morning routine, do whatever you need to do to get ready and make sure your art's all squared away, whatnot. If you have an appointment, that's your ideal day-to-day. If you have a big appointment that you're ready to rumble with. And basically, the day goes where you'll wake up, head down to the shop, wait for your appointment to arrive, and then from there you just sit there, put the stencil on, sling ink for the next, let's say 4 to 5 hours if we have a nice big tattoo. And then you go home and you are just absolutely mentally exhausted. It's like the best feeling ever.
Mm-hmm.
And the not so ideal is when you're kind of hoping, praying, and starving for a walk-in tattoo, and then you just kind of... I mean, it's cool. You've got this environment that you can create in and do what you need to do. But a lot of it's, you're sitting around and just crossing your fingers, and that's what got me into the industry in the first place. Was I noticed that tattooers didn't do anything on their downtime, and they didn't have anybody micromanaging them. And I'm like, whoa, these guys don't do anything all day and they make money? I'm in. Only to find out that the money that you make is only when you actually tattoo, so you really got to do... Your goal is to be busy and be booked and have your work.
Right. And as with a lot of other... Because you're freelance, right?
Exactly, yeah. We're
you
gig
own
workers.
your shop.
Yeah.
So, you've got to unfortunately shoulder like the other aspects of the job you may not have been considering when you went into it. Like, I feel like that's a lot of creative fields.
It's just, I love to just tell people we're really like hairdressers or, even anybody who works at a salon. We have to, if we don't have the business, then we don't have anything going on, and we're not getting money that way.
Yeah, and unfortunately it's necessary to life here in the States.
Do you do a lot of networking?
I try my best.
I understand.
It's what's one of the hardest parts about tattooing in the modern era is that it's all done online, so everything's done online, and if you're not a very social media friendly person in the first place, it can get a little daunting, but it's nice out here, and I've got my clients that are coming in and love to work with them, and there's also that upkeep of just you really, you deal with emails, you got to get stuff set up, you have to book your own calendar and whatnot. It's a full-time gig. If future me could go back and tell young aspiring tattooer me, like, hey, this is a lot of work, dude, and you're gonna have to be really, 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 really organized, I probably would have picked a different job.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of committed to this.
But I mean, it's
at least you
it's the
enjoy
grass is always greener kind of situation.
Oh yeah, and at this point, it's the only job that I really believe I can. It's kind of cursed with it. It's the only job that I think I'm capable of doing, because once you go into gig work, you can't go back to another 9 to 5. It doesn't feel right.
Mm-hmm. That freedom with your time is so
It's-
invaluable.
It's everything. I mean, and there's so many people who kind of get into that lifestyle, because then when it's just being the master of your own destiny.
Mm-hmm. That's the dream.
Oh, we got 1 minute left. Oh, cool. I'm pretty much
Yeah, Travis, don't
I've
sweat.
done so.
Well, let's see how much line work I can eke out in a minute.
I believe in you.
How can I really cut out the amount of line work I have to do here?
Make it all bigger. Just enhance.
Just one big... Gonna be a lot of impressionism here. Going into focus mode.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry if I have to go radio silent.
No more talking, Travis.
Fill the air, Aaron!
Travis, you're muted. All right, I gotta fill the air, and good thing there's no one else here to help me do that. You play games, Logan?
Yes.
What do you play?
This is Gorgback.
Gorgback. The Insatiable. Displayer.
The displayer.
Definitely gives me some Hollow Knight vibes.
Well, good. I've only played a little bit of Hollow Knight, and
I'm
I
not-
love it.
Okay, you do mean you've only played a little. I wasn't sure if you were being facetious or humble or...
No, I played a little Hollow Knight. I think I own it. It's one of those games that I think I probably picked up from a insert humble bundle here,
Right.
where you buy like 40 games and then you get to play none of them.
Yeah, those are the best. Not humble. Hollow Knight is one of those games where I tried playing it a couple times and I'm like, this is really good, but something just didn't hook me. And then I started streaming it and I just could not stop playing. I don't know if it was just having a couple people there to help me whenever I'm like back against a wall, fucking stuck on this boss for 2 hours, but it was definitely a little better for me. But I can
It's
understand.
definitely a controller game. I cannot
Yes.
play it on the bound keys for it.
I would definitely pick up some sort of controller to mitigate that. But there are a lot of games I wouldn't want to play with keyboard and mouse, like Guitar Hero. No, don't do it.
No, that's a great game to play.
Clone Hero. Sorry. Travis, how you going? How you doing?
I'm done.
You did it. Well, we already know a bit about Gorg back here. Tell me about.
I'll explain a little bit more about Gorgback. You let me take the floor for a sec.
Yeah, the spotlight's yours.
Yeah, he allows bugs to see what they want to see. It, like moths chase light bulbs and flames because they want to see something pretty before they die because they're entranced by it. So he captures lost bugs and puts them in their ideal habitat until they, wait out the rest of their judgment time.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
I love it. Travis, you're up.
So mine's not an original. This is Baron Saturday, often called Baron Samedi, from the Haitian voodoo culture. He's the I believe they're the Loa, the gods. He's the Loa of the dead, as well as tobacco, alcohol, partying. So he's just kind of the debaucherous party god of the dead.
Cool.
Live fast, die.
I
Just
never.
die. Live fast and
Die sooner. Party's down here, baby.
Yeah. Party in hell. Everyone's invited.
Ain't no hell. This is voodoo, baby.
Voodoo hell. Sorry. I don't know what they call it, but I'm gonna call it voodoo hell until I'm learned.
There's more of a. It's not so much like the Christian separations of. Yeah, because like a lot of Haitian voodoo culture was obviously kind of influenced and co-opted by evangelical Catholicism.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just such an interesting and like dense tapestry. I looked into a lot of it before I went down to New Orleans because I thought about getting a voodoo tattoo, but I didn't feel like I knew enough to do it respectfully, I guess.
Hey, that's good that you had enough forethought or anything like that. Like, because that could definitely bite you. Not really bite you, but draw the attention you don't want if you aren't knowledgeable enough.
Yeah, it's like folks getting,
insert
religious
kanji
symbols.
here.
Exactly. Kanji that they don't understand.
It says ballsack.
It says ignorant white person.
Yeah. Well,
Property of Gorgback.
there you go.
Ooh,
Logan,
then you're bound.
I'll give you a whole 5 fortunes for that one. Fantastic job. And then Travis, I'll give you 3.
Okay, there's a lot of zeros on the counter. I feel like we could probably fill that up a little bit faster if you gave you a couple thousand more.
We'll see.
Ooh, that's a good point.
I mean, are the points made up and they don't? Are they? Whose line is it anyway? Point
Yes.
scoring system or okay? Then I'll take more,
For all
please.
intents and purposes.
Okay, let me just tack a 0. Is that better?
As long as they're divisible by 10, 100,000, Okay, there we go. Oh, we'll see. There's more zeros preceding it now.
Do you want another
I don't
0? I'll give you.
I'll get rid of the previous 0.
Okay.
Don't tempt the sheriff. Unfortunately, we're at the law of just a belligerent madman.
Yeah, you did give me too much power. You can't take it back.
That's
No
fair.
take-backs.
I will be happy with my 5 fortunes. I promise.
One day, anarchy will reign.
Oh, it's coming. The day of reckoning is soon. I can see it written on the stars.
The great 10 evil.
I've got my finger on the pulse recently. I think I know a bit about what's hip, and you know what's hip these days? The celestial
What's
bodies. But you may be thinking, yeah,
like a star, but it's
but a few of them
got maybe one titty out.
Yeah. But did you know that they're actually redoing the celestial bodies and astrology signs?
About time.
Yeah, about
That
fucking
stuff was
time.
getting stale.
Mm-hmm. I think the youth agrees. And they're putting up some straw polls out there and really taking a vote on what the new signs and bodies should be. And I've come up with 2 of them that I think I'd like you guys to draw, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay. So wait, are we mascotting for your little campaign here?
I don't like it. I don't like to put labels on it, but anything you draw here is property of 10 Paces, and as partial owner, that does make it my property. So yes,
What else is new?
I don't know why you asked. We have this conversation every week. Travis, I would like you to draw me the e-girl.
E-girl.
E-girl astrological sign.
That's right.
I'm him.
It's very
No.
it's very lowest common denominator for that. Logan,
Okay, I can manage.
I want you to draw me
Yes, Sheriff.
the Rat King.
Okay.
Do you know what a Rat King is, or King Rat? I forget.
So Rat King, which is an amalgamation of dozens,
yep,
if
yep.
not hundreds of rats, all bound by one tail.
You got it. It's kind of like a spoke in a wheel.
So we need the celestial body,
Mhm.
and
Well-
the star constellation and the creature itself.
Do we want to amend that for time in some way, since we're a little behind?
No,
Okay. Do you think you can do that in 20 minutes?
of course.
Dude, I like your gumption. Okay. Well then, I got 20 on the board. You guys ready?
I think
Yes.
I can do it.
Okay. In that case, 3, 2, 1, draw.
Over in this corner.
And we're off to the races.
That's right. And I can see.
We're off to the cosmos once again.
I think the people yearn for the cosmos. We're always drawn back to it.
Especially on this show.
So a new constellation was discovered, and it looks a lot like this. But you have to draw a rune out of the constellation,
Of course.
so I'm going to work on that later.
So did either of you have a personal relationship with e-girls or what was the other one?
Rat King.
Rat Kings.
I've never been to New York, so no.
I've never seen the King of the Rats, but I did see a pack of rats fight off a cat from underneath a trash pile in New York.
It sounds like you got the perfect New York experience.
I sure did, and it was after going to a dive bar, and then going for a slice of pizza, and then riding a bus for free, because it was so late that the bus driver did not care.
That's great.
My PlayStation username has been the rat underscore lord for since the PS3 PSP era.
I
So
swear.
I've always associated with rats.
I did not do that on purpose. It was
No,
What is a
it's
lord
okay.
to a king?
it was destined.
So it's time you have ascended and taken that crown.
That's right.
I'm just fulfilling my own destiny right now.
Who knew coming onto the show that you'd fulfill your destiny quest?
I mean, that's the point of the new horoscopes, right?
Yeah. I think we really did make
Well,
a
no,
prediction here.
I'll put some. I'll have to put their. I'll make a list of their. What do you call it? Their attitudes and personalities.
Yeah.
I don't like this rat. I'm gonna go into pencil mode.
Travis, do you think of yourself as a e-girl rising?
E-Girl Sun Sign and Stubborn Goth Bitch Moon Sign.
Okay, I can see it.
And then probably like a surly mechanic. Setting, Rising. What's the other one?
I think
Ascendant, Moon, and Sun.
So yeah, I'm a surly mechanic Ascendant.
I didn't really agree with the whole structure of it, and so I'm really glad that there's just they're redoing those as well. We're taking votes, so if you guys can think of a new way to categorize that, that would make maybe more sense, or maybe be more precise. I'm thinking maybe heavy. Like I'm a.
Heavy, light, and verse.
What about thick instead of heavy?
Ooh.
Of
So
course,
like E-Girl heavy.
no, thick instead of heavy, with two C's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, okay, I gotcha.
E-girl thick.
E-Girl thick.
I
And
like.
then maybe like a, I don't know, a lonely goat. Downplayed.
Downplayed, yeah.
Low key. Lonely
Right.
goat.
There you go.
Yeah, it's low key, high key, and dead ass.
That's perfect.
I'm a low key rat king with but dead ass Leah.
Oh, fucking no cap.
With a no cap ascendant a no Capricorn.
I think we fixed this whole system right here.
That's
You
right.
heard it here first, folks.
And it's not about time you were born, under what stars. It's what YouTube videos your parents were watching during your delivery.
Yeah, what were your parents' liked videos?
Yeah, it's whoever your parents were.
If your dad was like cruising, checking out PewDiePie while you were being born, it makes you I don't know. I'm spitballing at this point.
You're good.
Oh, fuck, I just looked at the history. I'm a high-key Try Guys.
We knew this day would come.
Clowns turning everyone at the gas station into Kesha. Turning them into Kesha? Because I think that's going to flood the market
I think the world
for
could.
Kesha music.
No, I think the world could stand for a few more Kesha.
I agree.
I need a good game soundtrack to listen to next.
Ooh, have you ever considered listening to Wild Arms?
You know, we probably heard a little bit of it
Ooh.
earlier, but sure. Do you have a specific game in the franchise you like?
Oh, Wild Arms 1, of course.
One. I was always a 3 fan, but that's just what I grew up playing. One does have good music.
Oh, golly. Like the town theme, the opening theme, it's all beautiful.
Do I mean 2?
I
My bad.
haven't played any Wild Arms.
I thought it was 3.
I don't even think I'm familiar with it. Is it JRPG or?
It's a JRPG series of, kind of, the easiest way to really explain it, it's just like Trigun Cowboy Bebop universe where there is future tech, but there's a treasure hunter and then the protagonist and a girl, and you go around and searching treasure. And I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, but it's an incredible series, and the soundtrack, forget who is the composer for it, but it's absolutely beautiful.
I'll have to check that out.
I can highly recommend it.
I have been kind of itching for a new game because I had Baldur's Gate, holding me over for so long, and then we started doing it as a stream, and it kind of took the
magic from you.
It kind of sated my
my
desire for like another playthrough, because I got a whole new experience playing with other people who are going to do things that I'm not going to do in a playthrough on my own.
Yeah, like kill Gale.
Kill who?
I don't know.
Never met a Gale.
Yeah, I don't remember the names of the dead.
Or their hands.
No, I do. I still have this dead guy's hand in my inventory, but I don't know whose it is. If I see him, I'll give it back.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll come up.
I hope. I really do. I hope somebody gets really mad at me for killing that random person.
Anything could happen. That game's expansive.
Yeah. I'm excited for Dragon's Dogma 2. That comes out in like a week.
Ooh, another game with a banger soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that game comes out...
I knew I wanted...
4 days. Sorry?
I knew I would have loved Sonic Metal with my, my fantasy RPG.
I remember the intro theme to the I've never played Dragon's Dogma, but I remember the theme song for the first installment, and it was cool.
Isn't that the Fly into Free?
Yeah, it was cool. Oh dang it!
Yeah, it's that very like, it's that type of metal that Sega does really well.
It's that good, just classic, J-rock with singing about friendship, destiny, and all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm. Stuff we don't get enough here in the West. Like,
well, it's because we already have our freedom. Come on, and that's not.
Oh, that's right. So we don't have to sing about it. It's a done deal. We never have to talk about it again.
It's implied.
The freedom's inherent,
but it's not free.
Freedom ain't not free.
Freedom isn't Fritos. It's
I'm listening.
Cheetos.
That sounds like a missed opportunity in their ad campaign.
Yeah. I think Fritos should have partnered with the American government for their new chip.
The official sponsor of the U.S. military.
Where to stop with that? You guys got about 7.5 minutes remaining.
What? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. The time keeps on ticking. Into the future.
Ooh, that sounds like a great lyric.
You're too kind.
Should do something with that.
Go ahead, you can have it. I'm too shy, so you can have
Might put it in a movie where cartoons play basketball.
Cartoons can't play basketball.
I bet you they could.
No, I think real life people would play basketball way better than cartoons. I
That's only
think
because they do it more.
I think anything. I think aliens could play basketball better than some cartoons.
Well, now you're just being an asshole.
Well, I guess Clown. That means you're calling Clown an asshole too, because she just said the same thing.
I am.
Well, that just makes all of us assholes, then, doesn't it?
Yes, I bet if we got like maybe all the cartoons from maybe a certain property, or maybe like a certain production house, like maybe get some Adventure Time.
Madhouse.
Now that's not like expansive enough. Oh, I would love to see the Mappa Basketball League.
I would love for Mappa to make a basketball show.
Because I doubt they weren't behind the actual basketball anime, were they?
There's probably a billion. I don't even know which one you're talking about. I remember a volleyball
came
one.
out around the same time as the volleyball one. A little bit after the skate one.
I like the bike one. Yawa pedal.
Yo, yeah, we. Wow, that's a little bit different than what I remember. But yeah, that was a great one.
Woo! I like that one. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, I saw a bunch of people talking about that back at a convention back in like 2008.
Yeah, that shit was popping off. Yeah, Clowns pedaled some yaoi at a time or two.
The Yowie peddler.
That is what a lot of the art vendors are, to be honest.
What are you buying?
I mean,
That's a
horny nudes.
one yaoi. Ah, got something that might interest you.
Hey there, stranger. We got in the latest issue of Doki Doki Heartthrob.
I really need a black butler. I like the butler.
Yes, the butler's my favorite character too.
Well, I have to complain about my prompt a little bit because there's not a whole lot of instances where drawing a ass ton of rats is ever not time consuming. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I know it.
That's part of the fun of the show is kind of not liking your prompt a little bit. At least that's how I view it. I don't know if Travis feels the same.
Being on the other end of it,
do you get that energy?
do
What'd you say? You cut out a little.
I make do.
Yeah, you make do. I gotta keep it fun for I was gonna say me, for the audience.
We're on to you now.
What are you on to? That's right.
Sounds like there's a little self-interest here.
Well, yeah, I mean, if it wouldn't be a good show if I wasn't interested in it.
Ooh, you got me with your dang logic again.
Yep. I spend my nights going to logic school, an online course. It's called Arguing on Reddit. I do it every night.
Ah,
Very
so wise.
Yes. Thank you. My post karma got so high that it overflowed. Now it's at zero. Actually, now it's at negative. I don't even know that number's too big for me to count.
Did you get a good grade for your karma score at the end of semester, though?
They just said needs improvement. Meet me after class. And then I had to talk to
Meet me on r/politics.
Yeah, I didn't show up, so now I have Reddit detention. They're not letting
Does that
me.
just mean your account got flagged?
Yeah, they're not letting me go to logic school anymore until I'm not in detention, until I go to r/politics. So I guess I graduated.
Congratulations!
Thank you. I'm forging my diploma now. Actually, maybe I'll have you guys forge my diploma.
As a
Easy.
prompt.
Yeah. I need a new identity, guys. So one of you has to do my ID, and then one of you has to do I need a new Reddit account, and I need just have one of your bank accounts. I guess that'll work.
You'll just need the numbers on the front of your parents' credit card
Ooh, that'd be
with
nice.
the 3 numbers on the back. Don't forget your zip code.
And if you know,
What
Mhm.
was your make and model of your first car?
What
Just
was,
for verification purposes.
it was a Model T number 1.
We don't believe that.
I forgot you were an ageless one.
Yes. I actually I gave forward the schematics. So really, you
Who the
can.
fuck are you? Forrest Gump?
I do run really well for a long time. Speaking of
Yeah, you're getting
time,
the schematics for the Model T, and then you went from there to
and then I went and I
to
ran.
blow up Marilyn Monroe's skirt.
I mean, guilty, but I didn't bring it up. Except for the skirt. It's time, fellas.
Oh, I just added 1 pair of rat nuts
Go ahead.
to it. That's embarrassing.
That's the Rat King.
And then let me get my other layer up. I've already drawn these. So they're legal. I'm just erasing some stuff. Oh my god, wrong layer.
We do have a saying around here. It's called delete your art. When in doubt, delete your art. I wouldn't do it now.
That's what I can present.
Hell yeah. Who wants to present first?
I'll
Go second this time.
Glad you agree.
We're in accordance. So this is the constellation of the E-Girl up here in the cosmos. And up here in the corner, you have the little rune for the E-Girl that you can now add to all of your astrology charts.
Amazing.
Ooh, cool. Living Ick has a personality. Yeah, tell us about the personality of anybody born under the, I guess you can do Deadass and Loki and High-Key attributes.
Oh yeah, so the Deadass E-Girl, they... you might be E-Girl in any part if you don't like getting yelled at. If you're Deadass E-Girl, then you've got a huge social presence. If you've got a low-key E-Girl, you're more liable to dye your hair. And if you've got a high-key E-Girl, you own but don't necessarily wear a lot of fishnets.
Those are good personality traits.
Yeah, I'm impressed. What about you, Logan?
Alright, so if you look up into the stars in the very far east-western corner of the nebula, you'll see one gigantic shining star and this huge-ass cluster of little stars beneath it. And if you just so happen to be born under this astrological sign, you might be a rat king. And rat
Like Jeff
kings,
Foxworthy.
you might be a rat king. So rat kings are born between February 29th and February 28th. So it's a year-round astrological sign because, fun fact, this constellation is just in everyone's life. If you are a high-key rat king, you are very, very prone to receiving random acts of violence. You will be you'll be hit by cars. You'll be struck by lightning. Oh, the violent act, just unfortunate acts. You're just basically you bring on extreme misfortune if you are born with this as your high key sign. Or your dead ass sign. Your high key sign is you are very, very dependable on garbage. You might have seen Hoarders, the television series. All of those people are very high-key rat lords. And if you are a low-key rat lord, you have... and low-key rat lords are people who are born between 4:18 and 4:19 p.m. and a.m. typically. Low-key rat lords basically have a strong sense of being the greatest person who ever lived. And because they actually usually literally are the stars, just make them just really, really great people. And this is our rat lord. As you can see, it's got, all the personalities you could possibly want. And they're hanging on by their ruling planet, which is Saturn, if Saturn ever decided to take a 90-degree tilt, which, if that ever happened, would plunge the entire world into chaos. So, basically, after this new solar eclipse that's going to be happening in the next couple weeks, and the New Madrid faults break and basically plunge the entire world into darkness and underwater, stuff. Everyone's going to be born into the Rat Lord sign, because that's when Saturn will tilt upside down and spill its contents of pure evil onto the planet.
Split like Pandora's box.
Yeah, but the box is actually just full of rats for some reason.
It always has been. We just never knew.
All the man's evils.
Schrodinger's Pandora's box
Yep.
of rats.
Okay. Well, Travis.
I love that. I also well executed, and I really love the glyph for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and also their trade line is question not only authority but question your authority, question yourself.
Yeah, all authority.
Would I be if I were being hit by cars this much?
But
yeah, that is the Rat Lord astrological sign.
It's awesome. Travis, you're welcome. I'm gonna give you 40 points, bringing it up to 70.
Yeah.
And then Logan, I'm gonna give you
1 point per rat.
Okay, let's see. Hold on. There's infinite rats. I see what you're doing.
Oh no.
Well, I really wish I would have finished the line work to notice that these rats have completely fused together.
That's the idea.
Spend enough time together.
Yeah, they don't end. You know what? We could actually play a fun game with that. Let me try color filling these guys and seeing what actually happens. Wherever I put the line work at.
All right, 1. We're doing good so far. 2. Well, a little. It's gonna happen.
Gapped by that tail.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we'll go each one a different color, and then this monster. Oh, you know what? That's actually just one little short rat who's like hunched up. You give it a
He's
thumbs.
smart and happy about
Giving
it.
a thumbs up. He's
Oh, I
happy.
love the thumbs up. He's like, I believe in y'all.
Actually, yeah, there's the rats are just very, very different, and like the rest of his back is coming out of his ear. Okay, I'm done looking at that.
Hey, I'm glad you're having fun with it. I brought your points up to a total of 93.
Ooh, I like that. Thank you.
It's a good
Thank you
number.
so much.
Still on the game.
That's a holy number.
Could be anyone's round.
Because of our time constraints, do we want to continue to the third round or potentially hold off? I know
I
that.
would love a quick break if that's amenable.
Absolutely. We'll be right back, fellas. Don't go anywhere. You know, I don't think.
Ooh, Sheriff.
Yeah?
You don't think?
I don't think I've ever had such a good pee on that cactus. That cactus is looking fresh.
Oh yeah, it's spring, baby.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to flower again, but look at it now. Oh, by the way, Logan, I don't think we ever told you, that you see that cactus out there that's, well, it looks a little wilted, but it's actually looking pretty good.
I'm not wearing my glasses, so
Okay, I'll walk you over to it sometime. When you need to use the bathroom, just let me know.
we'll do.
Okay.
It's probably the core to our infrastructure here.
Oh, that thing's a
Ten
cactus?
paces.
Yeah.
Oh, wow! I don't know what I thought that was. It looked like it looked like an excavator, like a large piece of construction equipment
We're pretty proud of it.
that I shouldn't operate whenever I'm taking my pain meds.
Well, you definitely shouldn't.
I mean, either way, yeah. Don't operate this device on pain meds. It's still covered in spines.
The cactus, not...
Okay, noted. The Rat King's also covered in spines. Because tails are part of your spine, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
Well, you know, now that I've got like a new astrological symbol, I've got a new lease on life. I'm feeling some kind of way.
Is that...
Hey, Logan, you wanna step aside here, away from where the sheriff can hear?
Yes.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go make a drink. You guys want anything?
No, we're good.
Okay.
All of a sarsaparilla.
All we got's my spit.
Okay, I will open up wide.
Open up wide like an ahi gal. But while the sheriff's grabbing those drinks, I think it's time we run wild and really just deface this town.
Are you implying that we can draw whatever the heck we want?
I think we take what we've learned here and really start tagging these walls.
Oh, you're implying
Well-
that we do some criminal act.
All right, guys, I'm back.
Yeah. The sheriff's away, the artist will play, and sheriff's back, so now,
Time to get back to it. You guys ready?
yeah.
I'm ready.
Don't mind us, Sheriff, did you grab the ice?
No, I had to go get ice.
Why don't you start the timer and then we'll grab the ice. Don't worry
Actually,
about us.
Sheriff,
We'll-
before you leave,
Yeah?
you know, not implying that there would be a gun pressed to your head, but I need
Uh-huh.
the first funny word that comes out of your mouth at the top of your head right now. Funny word.
Kumquat. And I won't say why.
Okay, great.
Do you need
don't have to.
Do you need a funny word, Travis?
No, I think I got
Okay.
everything I need.
Okay, then I'll just go get some ice. All right. I guess
Cool.
3, 2, 1, draw.
Perfect. So let's get tagging. Let's tear up this town.
Let's destroy this public property.
I think if anything out here, we're beautifying.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound as fun.
Then we're beautifying in a debaucherous way. You ever gone tagging IRL?
You know,
I think it's past statute of limitations if you have.
half the fun would be saying that I don't and leaving it all up to let's say people's imaginations. But I did have a little phase, and I have some nothing that I've left has remained, but I did have some cool stuff and some cool spots, but that's all I can really say from this point.
Fair. It's a nice, safe approach, and I appreciate it. I can't say I've never done any kind of constructive defacement, I'd say. Anywhere where, you know, it would make any difference. So, you know, never gone tagging any tunnels or anything. Anywhere I've actually...
Tunnels are a victimless crime.
Yeah, anywhere I've actually put paint down, it's been victimless. I have taken stuff away from businesses and the like. In a little, I'd say,
that Travis
Captain Underpants-esque defacement.
Oh, yeah.
I'm writing all these down. I'm gonna get
There was a small town I used to live in where there was a public attorney who easily became a pubic attorney.
That's disgusting.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's a pubic attorney? But then I got the joke.
Yeah.
Tisk. Or shame.
So, you know, just little fun pranks like that.
No,
but
it's not
I've
fun.
always really wanted to hone my skills with spray paint and go down to maybe like the graffiti wall here in the city in St. Louis and, you know, test my mettle.
The true victim is
Yeah,
Travis.
absolutely. It's you know, it's a lot of fun. And, you know, when you get into that fun little phase of, you know, knowing your nozzle tips and knowing how to walk out of a Home Depot with an orange bucket full of... Wait. I'll stop talking.
No, I mean, if it's... You still got culpable deniability.
I don't.
Fair. But, like, the graffiti wall here has always been just such a goal for me. But I haven't had enough practice work in, I guess. And there are such beautiful murals there that I don't want to cover anything up unless I feel like, you know, I'm really putting something fresh down. And it has to be something that I, at the same time, don't mind that I know it's going to get defaced by penises and swastikas, because that's like the kind of the inevitability of any graffiti.
You know, it's knowing that what you have is just gonna be temporary and eventually, yeah, penises and swastikas and the like. Okay, I like what I got now. I had to get a flow going.
There you go.
Okay, that's the fun part, is, you know, you gotta get loose with it, and that's something that I enjoy about graffiti, is getting into that flow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, I practice a lot of graffiti, you know, lettering and stuff. I always found that very therapeutic.
I'm back. We had no ice in the Tri-County area, and you have to imagine how big these counties are.
I
Can you
know.
look again?
I mean...
Or look directly behind this wall that I'm standing in front of and covering with my shoulders.
Yeah, okay.
Please.
Sure. I will keep shouting. just so you guys can hear me.
Oh yeah, no.
That's
Well,
fine.
you could stay in the conversation. I just don't want you to look over this
I don't-
way for any good reason.
You have a surprise or something?
Yeah, no.
What? Oh,
No surprises,
well,
Sheriff.
I guess there's no reason to look
just-
over there.
Just some good boys doing good boy acts.
I expect nothing less. There was a I mean, this is just random talk here. There was a VR game I was looking at that had you graffiti walls and stuff, and you could also do like painting in 3D. It was really cool looking.
That's neat.
Yeah.
I would love some kind of. I imagine it'd be nauseating, but like a Bomb Rush Cyberpunk or Jet Set Radio in VR.
Yeah.
I have to imagine that would just make most people throw up. It's just like a constant roller coaster.
But when the technology gets there,
When we evolve to be able to withstand VR. Because we're just too weak as a race.
no, when we just have like full anime deep dive like VR headsets.
Ooh, I can't wait. And then you're gonna use that just to become like a Banksy?
Basically, but across all of cyberspace.
All of Second Life. Sorry, Third Life. It's the sequel. They canceled
Because
Second
we'll
Life
have to
2.
take up Second Lives in order
Yep,
to pay the down payment on our VR headsets.
that's right.
I've got a Valve Index, and unfortunately, there was a feline incident, and the power cord has been chewed through, and that's
No.
yeah. And I've never come around to actually getting it fixed, and it could be a simple solder job, but
Yeah.
I miss it to a degree, and I just don't really have the time or the
Spoons.
motivation to get it replaced.
Yeah. Well, you can
I'm
probably.
sure with the money you spend on it, I should get a free replacement for the power cord at least.
Yeah, the problem is it's all connected to the system.
Oh, that's yeah. I haven't really taken it apart and seen how modular it is or is not.
I can't imagine very, but who knows? I have one as well. Thankfully.
I
It's
think they'd just be
nice.
like move to USB-Cs like everything else.
Yeah, they're just old. They're not even wireless. Like, they're pretty old. They're good. Don't get me wrong. But they're not, like, standalone like a lot of VR headsets are now. Or at the very least, wireless.
Mm-hmm.
There is a wireless pack you can buy for it that isn't made by Steam or HTC. It's very expensive. It's like $300 or something. And I'm like, $300 on top of what I've already spent on this? No thanks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's just so weird to be kind of on like we're still, I'd say, in the infancy of that.
For sure.
And I mean, despite what's happening with it right now, I think Apple Vision Pro it could be a gateway to kind of the next step in it. But I think a lot of companies that are going to kind of glom onto it are going to use it for really boring and inane shit.
Yeah, I haven't seen a like killer app for it or something, like a reason to really have it.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to want to invest in a dev kit for it to really create something neat with it. But so far, it's just like, you ever wanted your TV right up against your eyeball?
Yes.
Only always. It's hard to use two screens when I have to put my face against each one.
But now you don't have to.
Nope. Not with the
You got
power
one
of
screen,
money.
and it's
Couldn't I already do this with my phone and some cardboard? Didn't Google come out with that like a decade ago?
technically, but it didn't sync up to your Apple TV.
Oh, okay. You didn't need to do a face scan in order to use it.
Yeah, so what good is that?
Yeah. I don't want someone stealing my device while, I don't know, it's on my head. Now thieves know that even if you steal it, you're not going to be able to use it. It's useless. It's a paperweight.
No good to me.
That's right. So, if you ever see me wearing my Apple VR headset, don't steal it, Travis. That's mine. You'll get your own maybe later. Maybe for your birthday if you're really good.
In good time.
A couple months.
Ooh, I'm counting down the days.
I'm gonna get you I'm gonna find a box for it. I hope I
You're
really.
gonna Nintendo Labo me.
You know, if I can pull that off and you forget about this conversation, that'll be amazing.
You're gonna wrap up just the box I'm supposed to stick my phone in and stick on my face.
I'm gonna wrap it in a Apple VR box.
And then I pull it out and it's got like the punch out things where my face goes.
Yep.
I
And
have to punch it out my own damn self.
of course, that's part of the fun. It's like Legos. You don't get a fully complete Lego set, do you? Like all put together.
I pay people to construct those for me. That takes way too much damn time.
Well, that's fair, but you still don't buy them pre-built, like unless
You
you're
get the joy
secondhand
of
market.
lording power over people.
Oh no, I hire the person to buy it for me and to construct it and then mail it to me. Yes.
Wait, you don't hire the person to buy it for you to hire the person to construct it to hire the person to mail it?
Well, it's just one Fiverr account that I go through.
Okay. You're not to that level yet.
Oh goodness, no.
I mean, it's nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, we're all busy, live busy lives, can't be building or buying Legos all the time. But it is nice to see them over there on that shelf.
Yeah, and you can still claim the accomplishment for it. I mean, you facilitated it.
Hey, you can say you built it. People say they build a computer, but they don't, like, you know, build the individual pieces.
You can
Uh-huh.
buy completely assembled computer parts and components? What?
I was talking about in Minecraft, but yeah.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I was gonna
Yeah,
say, like,
Redstone.
man, I'm feeling a little not very awesome right now. That's horrible news, guys.
It's
Bad news. Bad society. Take it back.
Please give me a do-over on most of my life.
I did see a cool video about reclaiming gold from electronics and phones.
Really? What is that about? Like,
Yeah.
tell me
if you
more.
just get some nitric acid, you can reclaim gold from SIM cards, and then if you're willing to just pry them out, you can get a lot of gold components, and in the same way, extract all like the gold coatings and everything from a lot of electronic connections. And so they just sifted all this stuff through a bunch of nitric acid, filtered it out, and then lit the filter on fire to burn it down into a single gold nugget.
I think they're alchemists. It sounds like they're alchemists.
Could be. The days of alchemy are upon us.
Either that or meth addicts. I mean, it could be both.
They're both resourceful. I wouldn't put
The
it
true
past.
alchemists of our time.
Yep. Turning anything into something that'll get you fucked up. That's what alchemy's about.
Yeah. The real elixir of life.
Yep.
Man, I'm struggling on my design and turning it into 3-dimensional. I'm not sure if it's worth it anymore. I'll just make it a... Ooh, I got a better idea. And I have a hair in my mouth. Cool.
Yum yum.
Ooh, yeah.
Fiber. I did see a cool use of the Apple VR. Someone had drawn out their whatever design in like Procreate or whatever, and then through the VR and the pass-through cameras, you can just blow it up onto the surface, and then just like, you know, essentially it's kind of like tracing, but you know, graffiti that way.
That could be
Ooh.
useful, yeah, using augmented reality to post stencils. I mean, it
I
saves
guess
a lot of time.
Technically, you could do that for your work too with tattooing.
That's a future I don't want to think about.
Yeah, I mean,
Tax write-off.
it'd require, like, unless you have something to map the image to the canvas, in this case human skin, it'd be tough to line up, I imagine.
I don't know.
I would say, I mean, it's definitely gonna have a lot of flaws.
Right.
Go figure. But you know, I would say tattooing has to be somewhat, you know, AI automation proof for at least a while. Not
Yeah.
that I'm, you know, like depending my whole, you know, livelihood on that. Or anything.
I feel that. Like, I feel like my dream career is all but defunct now.
Well,
Because I always wanted to be like a concept artist for video games or something, but
Oh, I thought you wanted to get into scuba diving. I was like, yeah, dude, that's long gone.
Oh yeah, the oceans are poison now.
What oceans?
Well, there's only going to be more of them.
Yeah, weren't you
So
listening
if-
to my new Madrid, the new Madrid Fault, Doomsday, whatever thing I was rambling about?
I think that's when I was getting
Yeah.
ice.
Oh yeah, well, no, this is during the astrological sign for Rat Kings.
I may have just zoned out. That happens.
Oh, that's okay.
More often than you'd like. So maybe I should just get into the business of being able to locate dry land.
Yeah. Or oil. Or, well, you could get into the business of locating water and be really good at it.
Get into the
I've got
business
a
of
3-pronged stick that says otherwise.
I mean, if you get down to it, you just point in a direction and you're right.
That's the new 5-year plan, is a 3-pronged stick.
Dowsing rods, yeah.
Well, I mean, when the world's water, you're going to find water.
Exactly. You're an expert. There's no one better than you at finding water because it's fucking everywhere.
It's there. See Stick's head.
You're like, I'm so good I could do this in my sleep.
I'll find water, your money back.
Hey, you're getting paid for
I'm going to
this?
invest all my money in some way of making potable water out of seawater.
Oh, this is Trombone Champ. I don't want Trombone Champ. As funny as that would have
Are you telling me
been.
that game doesn't have just a banging soundtrack that'll be easy to listen to in the background of a stream?
That's exactly what I'm telling you. It was going to be Dragon Roo style, which sounded nice.
I was hoping you were going to say Dragon Force.
No.
Pretty sure you did say Dragon Force.
Did you guys just gift of gab me? I think I did just say Dragon Force.
Operation Ground and Pound.
I'm sorry?
That's a Dragon Force song.
Oh! Of course. Of course.
Dragon Force sim into this one. What are we looking at time-wise?
You got about
So I think I may have,
9 minutes.
All right. Time to bring this one home.
I got distracted watching you paint down your letters.
Oh, thank you. I'm
Yes.
trying to figure out. I've got a really fat brush I can use to cover a large surface area. Let's try this one out.
Do they not let? Oh, I was like, do they not let you size your brushes up?
I think I made a canvas that's a little bit too
big?
A little too big. Actually, you know what? I think I got a cooler idea. I'll bring some tattoo into this.
Alchemists do love huffing
Ooh.
mercury, or at least convincing.
Busting out the
Sorry.
secret move. Oh, he's bringing tattoo into this.
Uh
I think I can do something.
That technique!
Yes, I'm bringing out that technique.
No, not that one.
Then I'll have to fall back on my skill set. Have you ever seen a man eat this many Doritos in a single sitting?
No.
Haha! I've got him enthralled with my technique.
I gotta figure out how I want to do this. Okay, now I'm at the easy part now. I'm at the easy part, so this is okay. This is okay.
Yeah, you're in the home stretch now. And think of it this way: you're already winning. You can phone this one in. You'll probably still win.
Yeah. I forgot I'm winning.
Must be nice.
Yeah,
I
Travis.
do weeks with these alone, and I still lose.
It's true. Well, except for last week, I think you topped the leaderboard.
Oh yeah.
But we don't talk about that. Travis does get a little salty when he's losing. I should have warned you.
Oh, I don't mind. For some reason.
Sore loser, and
Yeah.
an even sorer winner.
It's true. It's true. We called him Salt Bay for a reason.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm the sole bearer of that name.
Yeah. Well, you made the other guy rage quit.
He threw in the towel like so many sprinkles of salt.
And you know what you did? You sprinkled salt on him on his way out. Said bye.
Whittled my fingers at him on his way out.
Mm-hmm. Been watching a lot of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Clown and I have. I like it more than Seinfeld. I think it's a better show.
It's more genuine
Yeah.
because you don't have Jerry, playing Larry David.
It is pretty.
Although I think George was the Larry David stand-in.
I feel like
technically,
it seems like a lot of them were.
well, I mean,
like-
it's all Larry David's voice.
Yeah, it's really weird being like, oh, this is where those characters, got a lot of these mannerisms. They're just acting like that guy.
Hmm. But taken to 11, it's like
Yeah.
kind of how in Community, each character is an aspect of Dan Harmon, but just taken out of his head, separated, and pushed to 11.
Yeah.
Except for Troy, because Donald Glover is just, made it his own. And I don't see Dan ever being, kind of a jock.
No, I couldn't really either.
But, Jeff was kind of his ego. Britta was his half-hearted desire to do anything that might be considered activism.
Mm-hmm.
Abed was his obsession with film and TV. And Annie was, kind of his drive for perfection. And so, I mean, with Seinfeld, it gets a little, I'd say a little more nuanced. Because they're not broken up into kind of like those archetypes like that. Because they're all, very awful people, but and they have their own unique little quirks about them, but it's hard to kind of, I guess that's what makes Larry David such a good writer, is that like it's aspects of him, but it's not so cleanly broken out.
Right. It's twisted. Got about 2 minutes remaining.
Oh no.
I know.
Ain't that always the kicker?
That's okay. I think I have done enough to make me somewhat satisfied.
Are you sure you still got a minute?
Yeah, no, I'm still gonna work on it, of course.
Oh, okay. Satisfied doesn't
Gonna
mean done.
ride this victory lap.
No. You know what? I'm cool. I'm hip. Let's see if I got some spray paint.
I think that's one advantage I went into this with, is having a bunch of spray paint brushes from projects I've worked on previously.
And previous experience of working under this tight deadline.
Oh yeah, that's always the biggest thing. Is
Yeah, that's the thing everyone gets tripped up on. Including regulars.
I do this every week and I still haven't gotten it down.
Yeah. Done probably over 100 episodes now.
That's impressive.
Oh,
okay, 2,
certainly
1.
has to be.
Okay. It's incomplete.
We've missed I was even saying only 100 Monday episodes. We do Thursday ones too.
Yeah, we've only missed 2 Monday episodes.
Yep.
Kept track because I tried not to miss any of them, but
life.
That's just untenable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I have finalized my thingy.
Hell yes. Tell me about yours while Travis sneaks in some last minute touches.
Yeah, the only incompletions that we really don't have here is that I was going to kind of make some of these little lines that don't make sense into optical illusions where they had differing light sources to make them look funkier.
Ooh.
But what we have is just and it works better if you zoom out on this to a degree, or if you're, people at home, if they're watching this on their smartphone, it probably looks a little bit better. But we've got kumquat, which was just a word that was given to me by a certain big iron carrying menace of the law. And we've just got a really basic tattoo chrome style added onto it, where you just go with some blues, give it a white highlight and a nice harsh black halfway through, and then you shade into this nice brown underneath it. So yeah, we kind of chromed it out a little bit.
Makes me want like bomb pops or whatever they were.
Or kumquats.
Kumquat.
I can see the bomb pop now. I know what you're talking. Kumquat's isn't it a citrus?
I think so.
Yeah, it's like a tiny orange, about the size of a grape.
Okay, because I don't think I'd be able to point out a kumquat in a grocery.
Nope, me neither.
Store.
Travis could.
Okay, good.
Travis, do you eat kumquat?
I've had it before.
Okay. Tell me about yours.
Someone practices citromancy.
Whoa. I hear it makes your magic taste
It's
good.
gonna be a sorcerer, a wizard. I'll get back to you on that.
Okay. A whiz
I'll
orange.
send you a portmanteau. Yeah, a whiz orange. Anyway.
Whiz oranges practice citromancy, though.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was hoping one day to be a limeancer.
Ooh. Unfortunate.
Nobody actually likes grapefruits, though, right?
I don't. Well, depends on what context you're saying. Like to eat?
Oh, yeah. You know what? That immediately just went to the instructional video that everybody likes about.
Yeah,
grapefruit.
yeah. So maybe just not to eat.
Dropping the topic.
Might be one of the most liked.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry. I was just.
We need to finish up this thing. I gotta go real soon.
No apparent reason.
I got a grapefruit calling my name. Travis.
Put this one in the microwave.
Oh yeah, about 3 minutes. Travis, tell me about yours.
So mine's a combination of the last two prompts.
Ooh.
So it's a combination of Baron Samedi and an e-girl as a tag.
Very cool.
And Gede are the magical Haitian voodoo gods. Are the Loa that are... It's kind of like the upper echelon of the Loa.
I thought it was more of an Australian salutation.
Oh!
That wasn't funny. You
That
guys
was
can.
funny.
The sheriff can shoot me after that.
We'll see. It depends on who gets the idiot loser badge at the end of the show.
Oh, we have to dust that thing off. It hasn't been out in a while.
Yeah, I might find it shuffling around my desk. But hold on, Travis. I'm gonna put you up to 120 points. Sorry, favors.
Ooh, yeah. 120 fortunes, baby.
God, you're right. You're so right. And then Logan, are you ready?
I'm ready as you'll ever be.
You are at 128, making you the winner.
Look, get out of here! No,
That's right.
me.
You.
Oh, that's just goofy. Okay. Thank you. I can't wait to spend my fortunes at Applebee's.
Well, you did it yourself. And if you look to the stream real fast. Oh no, the idiot loser star is broken. Hold on.
Babe, we're going to Applebee's. Yeah, all right, it's on me.
It's on Travis. Well, the idiot loser star is still broken.
I'll settle for Waffle House.
Here, I'll make my own idiot loser star as long as it gets presented to me.
Yeah, go ahead. It's like a participation idiot loser star.
You know what? You earned it. Make it an idiot winner star.
We can make this canon, so just know that you're making history here.
Spectacular.
Okay, need some stuff in it.
Yeah, stuff is good for a star.
Star stuff. Like Carl Sagan.
Carl Sega?
Yeah, Carl Sega, owner of Sega.
Okay, you tried, and it was bad, and you shouldn't feel good.
Yeah, this is the runner,
I don't!
the runner-up idiot. Oh no, this is just for Travis. Is this the idiot loser star?
I think so.
It sounds like it. I thought you were gonna make a winner star. You fooled us.
Well, it's actually kind of cool now, so I'll take it.
All right, give me a second, and I will get that up on your little fridge.
On the fridge?
Yep, it's going up.
Some people have all the luck.
See, Travis, you see what you could have had if you just tried a little harder.
You tell me that way more often than I should feel comfortable with.
Yeah, you really shouldn't be so used to hearing it.
Oh, whoa, how'd you get it on the wall? That's cool.
Very cool, I know. We'll love it forever.
Easy peasy. Living breezy.
Wow, Travis, that's... Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. But
I'm
is
gonna put the rats back up.
Is it as cool as the Rat Kings?
It's not. I know it. I've been thoroughly, soundly beaten.
The Rat Kings might be something I go back onto and
Visit
try to
again.
see if I could flesh that out a little bit better, because that's
Yeah.
for me that's somewhat fun.
More balls.
Awesome, yeah. It's always good when something actually makes it out of this show
Yeah.
and lives
Rattling
a
around.
full, hearty life.
All right. So with that being said, are we done here?
Oh no,
We
we're
are. Thank
we're
you so
actually
much for
about
joining.
we're about to start streaming.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, that was just a warm
Now
up.
glad
put
that was
film
a
in the camera.
Glad that was a practice run, and I'll just apologize to the viewers at home. Thanks for putting up with my technical difficulties.
There's no viewers at home. We're about to start. We haven't been live. I had to look and make sure that I'm lying. Yeah, it's okay.
Well, regardless, to the non-viewers at home who have just started watching, let me tell you something about my technical difficulties. I had them, but thanks for sticking through and
Thank you.
watching, and yeah, that's it. Come get a tattoo sometime. That's my shameless plug.
Where can they find you?
Plug specifically.
Hell if I know. Just start looking.
Do you want to give the name of your shop?
Yeah, so my shop is located in Herman, Missouri, so about 90 minutes from St. Louis, or 90 minutes from almost anywhere you could live in Missouri. We're called Atelier Regalis, and we're located in Herman, Missouri, and yeah, you can find it through they're on Instagram, atelier.regalis, or just find my Instagram, and it links to there. Honestly, just follow my Instagram instead, because I'm not really good at running a shop page. And you can find me at, let me write it down, write it down here for everybody.
Write it right on the corner of the star.
Who is a 0? That's me, people. Thank you so much for letting me on the show, guys, and thank you, viewers at home, for viewing at home or wherever you are. And may death come to you incredibly slowly.